Hello, Cabin in the Woods. I'm going to wait just a couple minutes to get people to have time to come in. I have some updates on Charlie and everything that's going on. And as you know, he's in the hospital. Um, he has COVID. Uh, he's not doing too well, but he's holding his own. He told me today. I got off the phone with him. Hello, Cosmic Cultivators. I've talked to him a couple times today. Um, he's having a hard time breathing, so we keep it short so that he can catch his breath, more or less. Hopefully, y'all can hear me okay. Um, Hopefully, y'all can see me okay. Uh, it's been a very trying time right now. I, Autumn and I didn't get home last night till 9:30, 10 o'clock from being up there. They had said at first that they was going to transfer him to another hospital, and then they said that they was going to get him a room there, that he wasn't going to get transferred. Well, at 11:30 last night, they finally transferred him to another hospital in Sugar Land. I don't know where Sugar Land is. I'm going to have to look it up whenever I go get him when he gets released. Um, they have him in his own room. Uh, he's said he's getting great care, so he's very pleased with the hospital that he was at. I mean that he is at now. Um, One of the things that I did want to talk about though is what he's going through right now. They did say they got some test results back, and he does have COVID pneumonia. So they are treating him with antibiotics, IVs, solution, of course. That's breathing treatments. I have my list here. If they can keep his oxygen level up, they will give him the antibodies today, which today is the last day that he would be able to receive the antibodies, because you can only receive it in a certain amount of times from testing positive with COVID. He was supposed to receive it yesterday, but he took a turn for the worse to where he had to be hospitalized. I couldn't give it to him yesterday. He is, um, his oxygen level this morning when he woke up was at 90, but when he got up, it went back down. He said that it is fluctuating right now. Even being in bed, they don't want him up, moving around. Being in bed, it's still up and down, up and down, up and down. And even with regular pneumonia, that is pretty pretty standard. Um, let's see. They're running more tests on him today, doing more chest rays to make sure about his lungs and everything. They're going to do another COVID test, but this test is going to have more tests this with it. It's going to test him not only for COVID, it's going to test him for RSV, for the flu, genders of viruses this test for. They have taken blood. We're waiting on test results for the blood. Uh, they are, he said that they're taking really good care of him, but he's still not even near out of the woods right now, because with all of his medical problems, they have to get the pneumonia under control first, because he does have lung problems, he does have heart problems, diabetes. I know he's told his life story on here, and I have to tell y'all, the love and support that we've been getting from everybody is just absolutely amazing. I want to thank Chrissy from Paragon Ridge Ranch for holding a prayer ceremony last night. for us. And I want to thank John from Will It Grow for his video that he did. Charlie hasn't been able to get on really and look at any of this, he said, because every time he gets on his phone it makes him nauseous. So he's dealing with that too, and they haven't given him any medicine for that yet. I told him, I said, well, have you asked him? He didn't answer. But last night was really hard. I didn't get to sleep till after 3 o'clock this morning. Autumn didn't get to sleep till late last night because we're not used to him not being here, and it's really hard. Not only dealing with this, I am also dealing with my father is in the hospital. They think that he might have had a brain aneurysm. So if I could get some prayers for him as well, um, it would be greatly appreciated. Um, Charlie wants y'all to know that he appreciates everything and everyone for what they're doing and praying for him. He really appreciates it very much. I told y'all that I would keep y'all updated on his progress, so I'm going to try and do it at least once a day when I know what's going on and everything with him. But he did tell me, he says, I am coming home. He said, don't worry, I am coming home. So that made me feel a lot better from the text that I got yesterday that he's dying. And I know he felt really, really bad yesterday. He was not really in his right state of mind when I took him yesterday. He was kind of a little out of it, a little not knowing exactly what was going on, not knowing exactly where he was, you know, a little delirious, more or less, but that's because of his oxygen level was so low. I do have to give thanks to Methodist Hospital in Baytown for taking him so quickly when they did, because they had so many people there, and he might have sat in the waiting room for 8 to 10 hours, but they did take care of him. He did tell me something though that made me really, really think about everything that's going on. He said when they finally took him back into the ER to put him into a room, that there was just gurneys full of people lined up in the hallways, in the rooms, everything, you know, with nobody there with them to support them and to help them. He said, and it was a lot of older people. So we need to have prayer for them too. Everyone that is fighting this or fighting any type of illness, everyone needs to just say a prayer every day for everyone. You know, this is, it's taken a lot of people. We just buried my cousin yesterday also because of illness, and he was 1 year younger than me. And I couldn't go to the funeral because of what's going on with Charlie, but not only that, because I didn't want to possibly have the virus on me and spread it to anybody else. This past week has just, well, past 2 weeks, because it started 2 weeks ago with me having COVID, has just been a really toll on not only our family, but our friends too, and all of y'all worrying and, you know, not knowing the certainty of outcomes. You don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. You don't know what 10 minutes from now is going to bring. Make sure that your family knows that you love them. make sure your friends know that you love them, because there's no set time, no knowing. And this virus is really getting out of control. I just found out just a little while ago that my nephew's daughter has diagnosed with COVID, and she's 12, and it's going through the schools really really bad right now, and it's hitting a lot of people. Another friend of ours just got diagnosed with COVID today. She's my age, and I pray that she gets through this as well. Um, Charlie has to just take one step at a time. One baby step is the best step that I could ask for. It is it has just drained me. Like I said, I didn't get sleep till after 3 o'clock last night because I couldn't, because my husband was not laying next to me. And Autumn had a hard time sleeping. I ended up having to bring her in bed with me so that she could cuddle up with me, because she knows. She's little, but she knows. But we FaceTimed Charlie this morning, and her eyes lit up when she seen her daddy. Her she Both of them started crying, you know, because she's really attached to Charlie and myself so much. We are her mom and dad right now. She's all she knows. We are all she knows. I'm sorry. My mind is just still here, there, and everywhere, and it will be until I get the love of my life home. And right now, watching everything and listening to everything that's going on, it is just horrible. Um, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I will answer everything that I can to the best of my knowledge that I know. Um, Everyone knows that I was diagnosed 2 weeks ago, and I was actually blessed with my nephew. He had bought a the COVID pack, and I got to take that. So, which he brought one over for Charlie too. It just didn't do the job like it did on me. And yes, to answer a lot of questions, I've been getting a lot of texts asking if we was vaccinated. Yes, we was vaccinated. Would we do it again? No. I would not do it again, because right now, I would say 40% of the people that is in the hospital right now has been vaccinated. Charlie and I took the Moderna shot, and the people that I've talked to that has been diagnosed with corona right now that was vaccinated did take the Moderna shot as well. Um, there is no hiding from this. You think that you're immune to it? You're not. I'm going to tell you straight up, you're not. We have at my job right now 16, that's 1 6 people in our office that has COVID. We had to literally shut down the billing department because we had nobody in my department that could work because all of us got COVID. So, like I said yesterday in his update post, for the ones that do not believe that this is real, it is real. Go take a look at the hospitals. Go take a look at the emergency centers that they have around. The first one that we stopped at, the patient's care, I understand, but I will not be back to them. I understand that they're overwhelmed, but for them to sit there and say that they would not even check his vitals or anything for 3 hours, that was just totally off the wall. So, like I said, I have to give kudos to Methodist Hospital, and I got to give kudos to all of the healthcare profession. They are so understaffed, so overworked right now with everything that's going on, but y'all are doing an amazing job. You might get yelled at every day by people that thinks you're not, but you're doing the best to your knowledge that you can do and the best that you can provide, the best service that you can provide. Y'all are doing amazing. I want to say thank you. And I know that Charlie, if he was here, he would do the exact same thing. Um, I do pray. I do believe in God. I God has my heart and my soul, and I know that we're in good hands with God. But I'm going to tell you this, I'm not ready for God to take my best friend. I'm not ready for to lose him, and I'm not going to. I will do everything in my power that I can do to make him better. And I know right now I am, because I have to take care of myself, and I know that, and I have to take care of that little girl, and he has to take care of himself, and he is. I'm sorry, y'all. It's just very overwhelming. But um, like I said, they are doing more tests on him. His oxygen level is up and down, up and down, up and down. Uh, he was talking better today, just kind of gasping for a little bit of air. I'm sorry, y'all. People just, they've been blowing up my phone since yesterday. Um, he is eating. He sent me a little video of his lunch a little while ago, and it was like it could feed 3 people. And I told him, I said, you need to eat it all. And he says, I'm going to try. So, I, and I'm trying to keep myself busy around here. I've been just nonstop since I've gotten up to keep my mind going. I have to keep myself busy, so I'm going to go out today and I'm going to mow my grass. I don't like doing it. I don't like being on that mower. I hate it. It scares me to death, but I'm going to do it. And I've been keeping myself busy in here, doing laundry, straightening up, but having a 1-year-old, as soon as you pick up those toys, they're back in there. So she finally crawled up in her little chair and she went to sleep finally, so she's taking a nap. But yeah, if you do find yourself positive with COVID, I'm going to tell you right now, this right here is what I took. Hopefully y'all can see it pretty good, but this is what I took, and it was ordered offline, but I took the first dose that Friday evening. By Sunday morning, I was myself. I was 100% myself. I'll hold it back up. It's Z as in zebra, I, V as in Victor, ERDO, kit. This is what it is. And the medication that is in this is ivermectin 12 milligrams. It's 3 tablets, ivermectin 12 milligrams. You take that once a day for 3 days. Then you have doxycycline, which is an antibiotic, 100 milligrams twice a day for 5 days. Then you have zinc, 50 milligrams, once a day for 14 days. And with, like I said, within 2 days, from Friday evening to Sunday morning, not even 2 days, I was 100% better. Now, I still had the fever, but it never got over 100 degrees. It stayed at 99.3 to 99.8, and I finally broke that fever that Tuesday following. Um, and right now, I have my smell, I have my taste. I I'm able to get up and move around and chase Autumn around and chase her around to play and run after her and everything. And it worked. Matter of fact, I'm going to take my zinc right now. Hang on. So, if you can look that pack up online, you get 60 packs. If I'm not mistaken, it's 60 packs like this, the whole pack, for $100. Spell it again? I will. Z is in zebra, I, V is in Victor, E is in Edward, R is in Robert, D is in dog, O is in Oscar, and then Kit, K-I-T. And it is this right here. I believe this right here saved me from being in the same position that Charlie is in right now, because I do have autoimmune disorders. Um, I'm not in the best health. I don't put my health out there, but I don't have any major. I do, the most major I have is the autoimmune. Um, but if I would not have started that pack and taken it when I did, because I didn't qualify for the antibodies, they said that I was not old enough, I was not heavy enough, I did not have heart problems or diabetes or lung problems or anything like Charlie has. So in physical health, I mean in medical health, I didn't qualify. So I wasn't able to get the antibodies. I've had friends who has had the antibodies, and they say within 3 days they're better. So I'm praying that, sorry y'all, that Charlie will be able to get the antibodies today, because like I stated, if he doesn't get them today, he cannot get them, because there is a time, there is a very short window of when you can get the antibodies. So today is his last day that he would be able to get them if he can get it. They will do it there in the hospital. It is an IV infusion. It takes about, they said, about an hour for the infusion, and then they have to watch him for an hour after that. Then within a couple hours after that, they can get him up and walk him around, and he can see how his oxygen and everything is going from there. Um, he will be in there for a while, because they're going to want to get the pneumonia under control before he comes home. But he did say when he does come home, he is going to have to isolate for 10 days, even though he will be negative. He would still have to isolate for 10 days, just in case he might have picked it up again at the hospital. Because even though you've had it once, you can get it again. And the people that is catching it the second time is worse than what they had the first time. So we are going to, normally we really don't get out around a lot of people. When we do go camping and stuff, we have stay to ourselves or stay with, our immediate family right there. Um, we do go to the grocery store, but we don't, we stay distant, so we will be watching it a lot more now, This has really opened my eyes, and I know it's opened his eyes as well. Um, when we talked yesterday before I got booted out and wasn't allowed to see him again, he he didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't know if I was going to be able to touch him, touch his face again, to hear his voice again. Um, and I was so happy this morning when I got to see him on the phone, and he looked so much better than what he did yesterday. He looked as if he was on death's door. That's how bad it was. He looked like he was on death's door yesterday. And today, to look at it, hi, honey. Hi. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you're here. I'm sorry, y'all. That's not me typing under Pafford Homestead. That's him. I love you so much. Composure. I'm so sorry. You just shocked me. Oh. See, honey, I told you there's so much love that people has that is showing so much support for you and for myself and for Autumn and our family. I told myself I wasn't gonna cry. And he just did it. I'm sorry, y'all. I wasn't expecting him to come on because he had told me that looking at his phone makes him nauseous. So I didn't expect him to come on. That was an amazing surprise. Oh gosh. As you can see now, he's still his kind of normal self, surprising me. Um, I would never give up. Never give up. To my last dying breath, I will never give up hope or the love of God and the love of every one of y'all, the love of my husband, the love of my life. There's no way of giving up on any of it. No. And him doing that just made me lose track. It's a great gift. Thank you, baby. I needed that. Um, but like I was saying, it's been a my glasses are fogging up because of the crying because he made my blood pressure go up. Uh, if if you are diagnosed with it, look into this pack. Get it now because one of the sites that my nephew used to get this is not accepting any new orders, only existing people that's ordered from them. So they are just flying off. They're getting overwhelmed by orders and everything. And it does take a little while for it to come in because it is coming in from overseas. You have to understand that. So it's going to take a little while for it to come in. Um, But you can get these packs. It's 60 packs for $100. And I believe in this. It worked on me. It might not have worked on Charlie, but we're working on that now because of all of his underlying conditions, medical conditions. So we're working on that. And he is going to pull through by the grace of God. He's going to pull through this. And I'm going to have him back home. I am going to cut this short. If you have any questions, please leave them on the comments, and I will answer each and every one of y'all. My heart goes out to everyone that is fighting this, and anyone that is fighting any type of sickness. My heart goes out to you, and you're in my prayers. That's right. You will be home soon, Charlie. Um, I want y'all to know we appreciate the love and support that everyone has shown and is showing. Um, Make sure you give us some thumbs up and keep the prayers going up to God. Thank you, Lord. Keep the prayers going up to God. I love y'all. I know Charlie loves y'all. I thank you very, very much. Y'all stay safe. Be blessed. Bye.